I have a
or not just like best spot.
because this is enough. So hello everyone. Hello from Riga Ventus Energy office, as I was one of the 6 investors that won a trip to Riga. And I thought, why not record a little bit and just catch some impressions for you. No plans for a professional video or anything again, but yeah, I thought maybe interesting to let you participate and exchange a bit in the community again. Okay, so it was a bit tricky now to find this intercom that they described to press the button 6 to ring the office, but I thought I go out again just to show you the entrance of the building. Okay. Address, and then to the left, and here we have this intercom to ring, and then 4th floor if I remember correctly. We expect first a strategy presentation, then Jeglava best opening, and then lunch, very good, yeah, and then back to Riga, and maybe also visit the Powerhouse here. So very excited. I arrived at Ventus Energy.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh. Nice. Hi. So.
With some short presentation of what we have achieved so far, what are our next milestones in the, let's say, next 12-18 months. And then we're going to head to Jelgava, where we're going to open Best Park Jelgava, which is like a project that's fully built by us. So we started with the designs, with everything, you know, the ordering supplies, building it, and so it's the Jelgava was operational once we bought it. Like this was like from the scratch, right? Taking and building it, so very important for us, and it should start already producing some electricity in May. So also, you know, good to finally have this under the belt. After that, we're gonna head to for lunch, and then after lunch, we'll see how you all feel, and we can go to the Jelgava, which is the big powerhouse, to see how electricity and heat is made, and then possibly to Dambis as well. There is interest and time, so that's the. And then again some dinner. So eating, drinking, and talking. All right. So let's start. So what we have done so far. So we have raised almost 30 million. This includes also senior investors, and we have not added here yet the senior for the Dambis. Then it will be way over 30 million, of course. These are the key stats. So the largest lender, like in mezzanine, is like more than 600,000. We have 2,000 like real investors, but it's not fake, not registered, like real ones. We have 9 projects already in a pipeline, like either acquisitions or in development phase, and then we actually have huge plans for the next 12-18 months. More projects to come. Yeah, we have 34 quite large investors, which means more than 100,000, and yeah, so these are the interest. Also is 2.1 million, which is a lot, but due to all the bonus campaigns, it's all calculated together. But mathematically it makes sense. so there is no issue there. And yeah, this is how we look at the moment. This is. Again, for us it's very important to have this correct capital structure, so that there is enough buffer in case something goes wrong. There is some still value there, and I think for you as well, because you basically live by this. In case something happens, if we sell all the assets, then there is a nice gap in between. And as you see, this is like a card where everybody from the mezzanine investors actually live. You see, Germany is full. Of course, Latvia, Lithuania follows, and then a bit of France and Portugal and Spain is also quite covered. And so yeah, this is the majority. You can see basically where is Euro, then there are some investors. So that's how it so far has panned out for us. Yes, in December, once we acquired the first operational plant in Jugla, we have been steadily producing heat and electricity, and that has gone actually much better as expected due to some circumstances. One is like Russia being Russia, sabotaging, cutting cables. Then March was also good because in Sweden they messed up in some what was this, nuclear plant or something. So they just missed.
Finland. Yeah.
In Sweden, I think they did something wrong. So there's spikes in electricity prices. So we are doing better than expected. But even if you would do as expected, it would be still very nice. And yeah, so you will see in the upcoming months that we will make update on the webpage, and so you'll be able to see that there are clear 5 directions where we want to head, and clear company structure. So in case, because for us at the moment, so we're building and acquiring things, but let's say in some specific country, let's say or Latvia or Riga, once we build all the heat and electricity plants, then we are happy to sell them to some big fund, right? And then we're making the structure so it's easy to sell just one direction, one part, not to how now we have to take this out and this, so it's like very clearly structured financially and legally. So yeah, one is heat and electricity, so basically it means hot water and heating in radiators and of course electricity. Then we go for the solar parks together with the batteries. So of course we might acquire at least at start just solar park that produces electricity, and then we will add the batteries on top because that just boosts revenue quite heavily. We have standalone BESS parks like Vilganova now in Jelgava. And then we have 2 more planned in Riga and in Daugavpils. Also, within 1 month you should see our first wind parks. Here we'll start with operational ones acquisitions because we want to understand how it really works before we know. And they will not be very big, they will be small enough but big enough for us to see how it works, what's the situation, where can we add something to increase the profitability. And for wind parks we will also most likely add battery systems next to them so we can benefit from the higher prices because when wind blows, of course there's a lot of electricity and then it's cheaper, right? So if we add batteries then we can store it and sell it when it's more expensive. And finally, new project type is heat and mining. That's something very new, and we met I think 2 weeks ago with the company that produces it here actually in Latvia, a system that makes crypto mining containers, but they use water cooling, and the water that comes out from this cooling system, if some few years ago it was 25 degrees, 30 degrees, which is not enough for the heating or hot water. It's not hot. So now the temperature is at 78 degrees, and if we look at least in Riga, so the council, but the Riga heating. District heating operator, they require to have 78 degrees if it's 0 or higher. So it's just the perfect temperature, and if it's the winter, then we just need to heat it up. And we have all this infrastructure already built, so there's some nice places where we could add such containers and be like in whatever happens with, let's say, with this crypto thing, doesn't matter, we can still be in plus. So that's and yeah, we met with the company that is producing this for one big fund for Finland. So they ordered 30 megawatts, which is like huge. So they have experience. It's not like idea, and it's gonna happen. It's actually happening already, and we are potentially can become the first ones to do it here in Riga. And some other cities, yeah, in Latvia.
So yeah, if you're coming back to the office,
technology,
you can
the
leave
industrial
the
cattle
gifts,
is
but if not, maybe you can put them in the car, so it's up to you.
storage tank.
I'm
It's
not
also
sure.
storage tank.
So all the top restaurants, most of the top restaurants are nearby anyway.
Yeah, I'm always staying in this area in the AC hotel by Marriott since many years. Somehow Riga already feels like home for me. I don't know, it's so many times here with all these P2P investments and industry. So yeah, and it is okay for you if I record a little bit, yeah?
Sure.
Will be free advertisement, huh?
Yeah, no, feel free.
Okay, awesome. Because I noticed nobody else is recording, so I think it's maybe interesting for the community to have some material, huh? Thank you.
money that I don't accept.
Of course, you just press the buttons. And the best one. And in Valmier is the same. It's what we are planning. This has been built by the same company.
Okay.
So that's why you know everything is fine. And we're gonna just add the battery part. Let's go. So yeah, in a couple of words, so this is our first project, battery storage project. Thanks to Igor, yes, our general contractor, our cooperation partner who built it. It's a 2 megawatt, 2-hour battery project with capacity 2.4 and volume 4.8 megawatt hours. So the interesting fact is that it's seems to be the second battery storage project in Latvia which has been officially connected and commissioned.
Yes, exactly. And well, this is not a simple battery plant. It's designed not just intraday trading on energy markets. So it's designed for balancing. There's also other type of equipment called battery load banks for grid balancing. Yes, so we shall see. It's commissioned as a battery plant. It's not yet commissioned as a balancing facility. There's no facilities in Latvia yet commissioned for frequency regulation. Hopefully there we will be first.
We will.
The fiery compartment, yes, these are the cells, the banks. They have individual fire protection modules. There's also the bottle for the entire volume. There's also lots of protection features like sensor for fires, whatever. So this compartment is completely sealed. These banks are liquid cooled for longevity and also for work in the winter, because sometimes we have really harsh winters like -25, and any air-cooled storage systems, they do not work here. Yes, there are some people installing them, but it's we shall see.
We didn't buy the cheapest one, what he's saying.
Yeah.
So we buy the trusted
Yes.
that can be supported.
The cells are used are CATL cells. It's essentially number one. It's the same as Tesla uses, and Mercedes now uses, I think, in their EQS cars. So yes, it's the best that we could, let's say, find. There are obviously alternative chemistries of lithium, like lithium titanate, but they're insanely cheaply. There is no business there, so it's the best of the standard chemistry, let's say. Yes, so yeah, and this compartment is essential technical compartment. It's inverter, cooling. This unit is essentially all integrated. You just provide it with AC line to the grid and a fiber line to control it.
Looks like today they are not earning much because it's cloudy. So it's not very successful day.
No, but they should be producing something. It doesn't work like this. It's actually at half the power now.
Ah, okay, cool.
So the peak power is 1.76. So even in this weather, it's half the power. Yes, it's bad only in the winter.
Yes, when it's covered with the snow and then it's not working.
All right, this is another novel concept from us. Actually, we designed this completely, and we do not manufacture it ourselves. It's manufactured to our specs, let's say. Yes, so this device is designed only for grid balancing. By balancing, I mean when the grid has serious overproduction or they have over frequency problems. the TSO, when we qualify these devices,
TSO is grid operator.
the grid operator, yes, they can activate these operators at will to consume power. So we can consume power, we can start consuming like in 2 seconds. So when there's some sort of emergency or problems in the grid, they can do this. So if they cannot shed load, because other way around they should be shedding load by disconnecting consumers, yes. But they can activate these devices. All right, they just heat the essentially outside air. So this is a very simple solution, but it's a solution that can be activated fast. Because batteries at some point will get charged to 100% and they cannot consume. So these plants essentially all now are getting upgraded to being two-way. They were just generation. Now these plants will also be consuming from the grid. So yes, but it will be very adventurous to...
So long story short, it helps to the grid when there is too much electricity in the grid, and it simply can't consume it and heat up the air.
Yeah, so
It doesn't give very big and how to say, advantage to the society, but it helps to the grid and it gets paid for taking that.
But some
toxic
European
electricity
countries
and
already
like that.
use this. For example, France, they have lots of nuclear, and you cannot just shut down nuclear. It has to run 24/7. So when renewables start overproducing, no one can consume. It's cheaper for them to activate banks and consume. So
And heat theirs. That's why it's so hot in France.
it's a novel, let's say, a novel concept for Latvia, but it's a not novel concept in certain EU members, in other EU members. Yes. So should we activate it? I don't know. I don't think.
Are you interested?
I think everyone's.
Big problems in the grid. They give us the command.
Currently it will be
to
manual,
activate.
but when the
So
system
if it's
operator
negative,
is
we can activate
No,
it.
actually, it was
Seconds.
automatic. I just
Yeah.
override
So
it
that's
to
the idea.
manual.
Yeah,
Show
but I mean when the system, the story Igor told now, it will be.
You should come here. It will be more very much.
So some sightseeing, yeah.
He cannot drive the road. He like loves his car so much. He's not willing to go on that road.
Yeah, but I feel him, yeah, because I'm the same. I'm also very picky on my car.
Bei Cordessa Durchschnittsrendite pro Jahr bin bei 56% angezeigt. Über den Sekundärmarkt halt, ne?
Ja.
Über den Sekundärmarkt. Und bei Bondora bin ich bei 72 und bei Höchstlandfall bei 84. Auch über den Sekundärmarkt. Da kam die Kohle, also nur durch Zinsen kannst du aus Null nichts machen. Bei Bondora dann damals. Und das hat die Kohle gebracht.
Ich studiere Deutsch.
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 Bisschen, ja?
Ah, Deutschland is a Balkan.
Ist die Kante, ja. Hello. Oh, sorry, I'm busy in recording and everything at the same time.
I think we will visit this Juglas Jauda, yes.
And done this, right?
I'm not sure because it's gonna be 5 p.m. when we are in Jugla, and there's gonna be huge traffic jam. I'm not sure if it's, but let's see.
Let's see.
Let's try because it will be exciting.
We can also just it's gonna be the same. What the Gadambis will be the same as in Jugla, the grey power plant, because the same technology, relatively similar size. So Gadambis is gonna be interesting. Should be most probably one of the last weeks when it's still running, because it's end of April and temperature is increasing and heating season most probably will end in week 2 maximum. And that's the natural gas block. It's the 15 megawatt electricity, 16 megawatt heat. Inside there we will also connect the electro boiler. We will go and I'll show you later. Yeah, so this is basically where it all starts. The heavy truck comes, here are the weights. We are doing weights for each truck. Afterwards also the analysis, and then we can understand precisely what's the energy inside the wood chips, because we can pay for the energy inside it, not the weight, because sometimes they can bring us, let's say in winter for example, blocks of ice where there is energy zero but there is weight, and that's why after the analysis we can, let's say, precisely calculate what's the amount of energy in it. Yeah, this is we can go. Yeah, this is. We have no. We have lots of local producers. Timber industry in Latvia is one of the biggest segments in country. So we have lots of producers. Latvia is a very big exporter of this, also like round wood, wood chips. So yeah, I think by statistics, timber is economy like industry number one by revenues, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is quite good wood chips, quite clean. This is precisely as we need. The humidity level should be somewhere 35 to 50%. It should not be too dry. Actually, this seems to be already on the dry side. Yeah. Then we store it here. There it goes into the boiler house already. So we can go inside. Tank. So the hot water, this electro boiler will be inside in that building. If we talk about the hot water storage tank, then most probably one of the options is that we will demolish this building and try to put it somewhere as close as possible to the pipes, and that building somewhere there. That is the one option. Other option is that we could also demolish this one and put it somewhere there. But yeah, the architects will do some drawings, but more or less there or there. We are also considering about building a battery storage project here, so that the location could be there behind that container or somewhere there. So yeah, let's go. So I will show you where it all starts and how the process, yeah. This is the place where it all starts, yeah, the moving floors. It automatically takes the wood chips as much as it's necessary, and then the moving floor takes it here into the furnace. Here is the transporter, takes up, that's the furnace, where the burning process is happening. Here we see the burning process. So the temperature average is around 1000 degrees. It can go up to also 1500 or even more, but then that's like, how to say, too dry wood chips or something like that. On average it should be 1000. So at the end of the day, basically the process is very simple. We have this big furnace, the water boiler, and what we are doing, so this power plant is connected into district heating system of Riga municipality. So we receive water from Riga municipality, we heat it up to the necessary temperature, which is on average 80 to 100 degrees, and we deliver it into the system again. Then we get the returning temperature, which is 40-50 degrees, and again we heat up the returning temperature to the necessary temperature. Sometimes when it's -20, we need to heat it up to 120 degrees, but the average is, I would say, around 90, something like that. That's, yeah, so the product what we are selling is hot water, nothing else.
Thank you.
The natural gas block, as I said, 15 megawatt electrical capacity and 16 heat.
Yeah, not for, of course, but like in reasonable amount.
Mēs netraucēsim. Kuru jūs slēgsiet iekšā?
Priekšo.
Tas ir pa kreisi vai pa labi?
Pa labi būs.
Okay.
Galam pa labi.
Jā, mēs te bišķi pastaigāsim, tad aiziesim uz turien, jā?
Varbūt vajag...
Austiņas?
Jā.
Anyone if you want headphones?
Yes. It's gonna be quiet. At the moment it's still quiet, but when it's gonna be running, it's gonna be not quiet. In this here, yeah, this is the gas block, but it's not only the gas cogeneration, it also includes all the water preparation, because the water needs to be with very specific chemical structure, it needs to be with very precise pressure and things like that. So this is, how to say, the gas unit is there, and also all the necessary equipment which is required that we can fulfill the criteria what district heating operator asks. This is the simple gas boiler. It's meant to, it's in this, how to say, chain, the last equipment, because it can heat up the temperature in case a gas engine can give, let's say, 100 degrees, sometimes we need 110, then this can heat up to even 130. That's why it's in the chain, the last one, because it checks what's coming in, and in case it needs more temperature, that one heats up. And basically the electro boiler, which I mentioned, will be even smaller than this one, smaller, and it will be, yeah, we will take this away, and the electro boiler will be put like here. So the electro boiler 10 megawatts is somewhere between the size of this and the size of this, somewhere in between. So yeah, very, I would say, compact and small technology, because we have all the remaining things already existing regarding electricity, water preparation, and all the pressures, this and that. So yeah, let's go inside there.
Oh.
At the moment it's very quiet because it is not working yet. If it would be working, it would be quite hard to walk here. So we have two copies of this. This unit has 6,000 kilowatts, which is about 8,000 horsepower. If it would be put in a boat or a car, it would be hard to put in a car, but still, we could try it.
8,000?
Approximately. Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Here we have another one. Here we have another such copy. It's very hot, so it seems that this one has been working short time ago. Yeah, it's still a little bit warm, so most probably some 4 hours it has been off. And we can go. And then we have two such engines. Shitwaika. And so we expect that this one will be turned on any minute.
Okay, so it becomes
Because-
loud, no?
It will be quite loud, yeah. So we need like 15 minutes to reach the capacity, and it seems that we have this 4 block in North Pole, so we need to turn on it now. So we are in 17 p.m. in full load already. Sorry, 18 p.m. So
Yeah, these are 1.5 megawatts production power.
I understand that you said big ones and small ones.
let's better stand here because this one should turn on very soon. This is the high voltage substation. So yeah, the fence means that we should not touch it. So as I said, the electro boiler, this gives a huge benefit for the electro boiler in terms of cost efficiency and time saving, because we can install it, connect it, and run it with the cheapest possible distribution
Costs.
fee. Yeah, because electricity, that's one component, but the distribution cost, that's other. So here we have 3.7 euros per megawatt, comparing to 8 to 11 euros per megawatt for 20 kilovolt substations and 45 euros for 0.4. So
And
huge.
this also helps for this BESS that we can
batteries,
also put
yeah,
here.
of course,
So
of course.
For the
It's
battery is
like
the same.
existing. There are 18 megawatts capacity, which means that we can take or give 18 megawatts. So if we can, the gas block runs, for example, with 2 engines, that's 9. Then we have another capacity to give from batteries, or if we are taking, then we can take 10 megawatts for the electro boiler and another 8 for the batteries. So that's why we are going to install also 8 megawatt batteries with installed capacity 8 and this volume at 25, because of, so that we can like use everything with the maximum efficiency. Because currently this substation is used 7 weeks per year, only in one direction, in that direction. So it doesn't take anything and gives only like 7 weeks per year. So we want to use it, like, as I said, not only on Sundays to go to the market, but like on an autobahn. Storage tank and the batteries, because the electro boiler will be inside, the crypto container most probably there on the grass, because it's not just one piece, that's all.
On the grass outside.
Yeah, behind the house. So it means that one option is that we are buying this building, demolishing and putting something here, the batteries or the tank. But of course the question what the owner will want, because he wants to make it like an artistic hipster type place, because he's having a beer brewery there, and he wants that people can sit and drink beer, and
This heating tank somehow doesn't fit.
it doesn't give
Although
the
if you
feeling
make
of
it
the
branded like
hipsterism.
huge beer tank,
Yeah.
it could be cool.
But we could hire some those painters, the graffiti, and we could make it like more hipster type. It's actually a good idea.
If you have some ideas how we can improve our this investment product, you let us know. Apart from raising interest rate, that I know.